Hello and happy Friday! It is Lord of the Rings time. Hey Snow, hey Astari, how is it going for everybody? Happy Friday to all. Perhaps that time traveling wizard, Nelson the Green, will stop by and tell us a tale or two. I hope so. It may be maybe one that you have already heard because we are we're at least starting the stream with the scenario that we played last week because I played it very incorrectly and we lost. We lost really badly last week. Basically, I completely missed this forced response on the main quest that states that we increase our threat by 1 for every enemy in the staging area. And so when I thought that we were able and we were good and we reset our threat at, I think it was 48, we were actually at 65. And so, whoops. So we're going to play through this, and I want to just build a dumb deck. And so I think that is what we're going to start out with. We have this deck, and I just want to go crazy with some of the heroes and the deck build. Something that would be a little hopefully overpowered. That's kind of the goal today, is to build just the most overpowered deck that we can think of with the current card pools, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm thinking, and I do want y'all to help me with this, but I am thinking Elrond, Galadriel, and I'm not quite sure what that third spot could be. I'm kind of toying with a Glorfindel or a Celeborn or a Gandalf. So I'm kind of figuring out where we want to be, but I have not run the Galadriel and Elrond combo yet, and so I thought that would be kind of fun. And then if we are able to breeze through this, we may just be able to cruise through that second quest as well. But Glorfindel, cheap threat, let's do it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Galadriel or Bjorn. Sorry, I still have the con crud. Or a Bjorn for fighting. Bjorn for fighting. You know what? That actually I'm saying that like I'm surprised that you have a good idea. That is not the case. That is a really good idea. Bjorn for fighting, because there's a lot of enemies in this first one. Let's go ahead and grab Galadriel. Let's grab Elrond. Let's grab all the toys that they need to play with. So Elrond, Galadriel, recreating Rings of Power here. Did I say it? Okay. So Galadriel is a 9-cost hero, 4 willpower, 004. She cannot quest, attack, or defend, and allies you control do not exhaust to commit to the quest during the first round that they enter play. Never recreate Rings of Power. Nice. And then as an action, we can exhaust Galadriel to choose a player. That player reduces their threat by 1 and draws a card, limit once per round. Elrond, you can spend resources from Elrond's resource pool to pay for any of the standard sphere allies, and then after a character is healed by another card, effect heal 1 damage on it. Elrond and Glorfindel work so well together. Their abilities play on each other. I know, I'm so pumped. I'm so excited to try this out. These characters both like their rings. Turns out Rings of Power. Did I say it again? The Rings of Power oh my goodness. I can't laugh. We got Vilya for Elrond. Vilya is one of the Elven Rings of Power that Elrond has. We attach it to Elrond, and he gets a spirit resource. And then we can exhaust Elrond and Vilya to reveal the top card of your deck. You can immediately play it or put it into play, or if able, otherwise move that reveal card to the bottom of your deck. So we're gonna run 3 copies of Vilya. It is just so good to grab Vilya early, and then we can use the other ones, I guess, to toss or whatever. But getting Vilya in that turn 1 slot is gonna be really strong. I have Círdan, Elrond, and Glorfindel going through the Dream Chase right now. I have some other combos that work really well together. I love this game. I love this game so much. There's so many good combos. But so another thing that they work really well, the Vilya and um Elrond, or I'm sorry, the where's my other Villia? Oh. Oh no. Um the other thing that they work really well is that Elrond can help pay for allies, and then allies do not exhaust to defend. So we get a lot of ally uses out of uh fairly inexpensive allies. Now what I'm looking for is my last copy of Villia, because I apparently threw it in a different, I have all my cards sorted alphabetically. Sometimes I drop it in the wrong one. We will be running Unexpected Courages, so we can go ahead and grab some of those. Okay, well maybe we'll find Villia as we go through. I'm not gonna spend too much time looking for it. But maybe you dropped it in Gollum's cave. Yeah, that's probably where it's at. Gollum is not as happy with it, but I mean I think he can still work with Villia rather than the One Ring to rule them all. Speaking of, they did find the One Ring. We're gonna grab Steward. They did find the One Ring. They sold it to Posty. Post Malone bought the One Ring for $2.6 million. This is the Magic the Gathering card, and that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I'm also wondering. So we were talking about Glorfindel versus Bjorn. I'm wondering if Glorfindel can be enough fighting. Bjorn's a lot of fun. Crazy money for that card. Oh yeah, retirement. Oh my goodness, yeah, insane. Okay, I don't know where my Villia is. Okay. Well, if we find it, we'll use it. If we don't, we'll move on. So we have Ninja for Galadriel. Let me go ahead and find Ninja. So this is a 1-cost Ring of Power. Once it's attached to her, she gets the lore resource icon. So now we can, any card that we put in the deck can be played Spirit or Lore once these are attached. And then we can exhaust Ninja and Galadriel to add her willpower to another character's willpower until the end of the phase. Did I see the Deadpool boards from By the Same Token? Quick champion sidebar question. I did. Yeah, that they have like 3 of them. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I haven't been. I usually don't grab any of the any of the specific player board stuff. They're really cool. They're really cool. Okay, grab some Northern Trackers while we're out there. Okay, so we're thinking Bjorn. Bjorn gets us into tactics, and tactics is fairly good with all of the enemies that are coming in here. If we go Glorfindel, we can keep our deck build pretty consistent to like heavy spirit, and then like splash lore a little bit because we do have Elrond over here. Steward of Gondor, we can cheat in with Elrond, which means that we need Stargazer. That's another card that we need. Also, I saw the Lord of the Rings acrylic tokens, and they're freaking awesome. I like the wooden ones, but they may have to get the acrylic as well. The acrylic is really nice. I am preferential to the wooden ones. I like the wooden ones more than I like the acrylic ones. Alrighty, so we're going to grab 3 copies of Stargazer. Stargazer allows us to exhaust, look at the top 5 cards of our deck, and put them back in any order, which allows us to cheat with Elrond. It does feel like cheating. Mostly the damage tokens. Oh, I actually don't think I saw the red. I don't think I saw the red damage tokens. That's cool. Huh. Okay, nice. Alrighty. I think Sylvan Refugee works really well here. Because so when Sylvan Refugee comes into play, she does not need to exhaust in order to quest, and then she can be used as a chump blocker. So we are going to have a lot of enemies. We are going to want to probably have a couple chump blockers, and she's going to quest for 2. So I think Sylvan Refugee, the 1 for 2, is going to be pretty good value for us. Let's go ahead and grab just 3 of those. And it is going to be a fairly heavy ally build. I forgot that I was looking for Sylvan Refugee, and I started looking for Villia, so I may have already passed it. Are we feeling Glorfindel, or are we feeling Bjorn? Consider Mirror of Galadriel. Oh, yeah, Mirror of Galadriel. Yes, yes, yes. That one has not burned me before. It is a good card. It is a good card. We'll run that. Am I just blind? What is happening? There they are. Still in the box. Glorfindel is good. Load up on 3 Bjorn allies instead. They're so good. The Bjorn ally is OP. I guess with Elrond, you could probably sneak them in. Bjorn costing just so much can be pretty tough. Yeah, let's go Glorfindel. I think I like the Glorfindel play here. With Glorfindel, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a copy of Light of Valinor. We're actually probably going to grab 2 of those, and we're probably looking at Master of the Forge here because we have a lot of key attachments that we're looking for. Master of the Forge is going to allow us to search for those. And so let's go ahead and grab him as well, but stay on track. We'll find Light of Valinor. We'll probably go... Let's go 2 Light of Valinors to start us out. Light of Valinor, we can attach to a Noldor hero or a Sylvan hero, and then they don't have to exhaust a quest. And so that offsets Glorfindel's negative impact, where he starts really low threat, but he increases his threat by 1 each time he quests. Exhaust a quest, I should say. So Light of Valinor kind of gets around that. We talked about Mirror of Galadriel, which I think will probably run maybe a 1 of, right? So exhaust Mirror of Galadriel to search the top 10 cards for your deck for a card and add it to your hand. Shuffle the rest back into your deck, and then discard a random card from your hand. And then Master of the Forge. Let's go 2 of those. Let's actually, I forgot, are there condition attachments in here that we need to be worried about? I think it's, oh yeah, we need him. Yeah, doesn't really look like it. We can kind of ignore all the condition stuff. Let's find threat. So we are actually starting pretty high on threat. Not too bad actually, but we're at 27. But we do want to bring that down. So Galadriel's Greeting and our Elrond's Council is in play. Grab 2 of those. I'm just gonna thumb through these to see if I can find my 3rd copy of Villia. I think I looked it up at one point. If you run 2 copies of Villia versus 3 copies of, well, 2 copies of a card versus 3 copies of the card with the mulligan, it's like an increased 17% chance or so to see it in that opening hand. And so when your deck is built around it, you definitely want to be doing that. But if we don't have it, we don't have it. Elrond's Council, reduce your threat by 3. Give a character +1 willpower is insane value for 0 cost. For more Elrond placed allies to consider, Silverbeard, Gandalf, Quick Beam, Treebeard, Legolas. I don't think I I think I have some of those. I like Treebeard a lot. I think Treebeard with the Ents is just always a really fun splash. Um, Gladrians. But definitely want Gandalf in there as well. Legolas is from Treason of Saruman. Man, that dude is not super great, is he? If I don't find it, I'm gonna spend an hour going through all of these cards looking for Villia. Oh, Boromir Tactics. Oh yeah, I got Boromir Tactics. Boromir gets +2 defense while defending against an enemy with a higher engagement cost than your threats. After Boromir takes any amount of damage, ready him. Yeah. We'll grab 2 of him. We're actually going to grab, I think, 2 Booming Ents. We're going to grab 2 Boromirs. And we're going to grab some Treebeards, because now Elrond and Treebeard, because Treebeard can grab some of those resources. Elrond and Treebeard can help pay for the Ents. Again, just push through, looking for a 2-cost attachment. Oh. I have not used the Boromir ally. They are not even sleeved yet. Look at that. New cards. I love new cards. Alrighty. So we got the booming. We want Treebeard. 2 copies of Treebeard. Grab Test of Wills while we're here. Okay, so Treebeard, Test of Will. What does that put us at? Let's check our card count right now, because sometimes I build 70 card decks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, nope. 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So we got 11 cards left. Which probably, we got Galadrians, probably want Dwarven Tomb in there. I don't know if we need a ton of card draw here. Because we have Stargazer, we have Galadriel. I think we have enough card draw, but so I don't think we need too much more of that, like Ancient Mathams or anything. Dwarven Tomb is just so flexible. It's just so good. We could go Wandering Ent. Wandering Ent is pretty solid. Darren's Runes is a good card draw. I think I just want to fill out with allies. I grabbed 2 Unexpected Courages. 1 for Elrond, 1 for Galadriel. I could go more, but really the Unexpected Courage probably goes first on Galadriel, so I can use her ability as well as her Ninja ability, because both Ninja and Villia require you to exhaust Galadriel and Elrond as well as the card. I got Northern Trackers in there because that was an issue last time. We could go healing with like Warden. Might as well go grab a Warden or 2 just to have. Insa and Galadriel actually kind of have an anti-synergy together. I think I've realized that before. Arwen for questing. Oh, I do like Arwen, yeah. Oh, Asphalith. Great. Forgot all about my fun Glorfindel cards. There's so many good cards. It's so fun. Westro Traveler may actually be... nah. We'll go Bofer. What about Bofer? Yes, sir. I really wonder where that Villia went. Alright, we got 2, 4, 6, 7, 3 more cards. 3 more cards. What are some good questers that can come in and hit hard for questing? Honestly, 3 swordsmen may be good. We need more blockers. We need more chump blockers and ways to deal with that. Honestly, forest traps may not be a bad idea. Putting a lot of burden on Elrond paying for stuff at that point. But I mean, forest. Oh, sorry. We grab Hammersmith to get attachments back. I don't think... there's not a... I do like Gildor. Let's go ahead and grab a Gildor. If we can sneak him in, that's great. And then also we can start sneaking stuff in from our hand and just opens up our options because Gildor allows us to swap a card in our hand with the top card of our deck. And so more flexibility is always good. And also Gildor coming in and being able to quest for 3 for free that first turn seems pretty decent. Philly and Killy? Yeah, why not, right? Philly and Killy are fun. Round it out? Yeah, let's do that. That's fun. I like Philly and Killy. Philly, whenever Philly enters play, you can look and find Killy. And Killy, his buddy. That's going to be 50 cards for us. Hey, Villia! I found it. It was in the K's for some reason. I actually do think I will run 3 copies of Villia. Let's figure out what we're going to cut. Just because Villia helps so much. We're going to cut out... No, I like... We're going to cut out a Warden of Healing for that third copy of Villia. Lead's less consistent, but if we don't draw the Warden, we can just play around that. Whereas if we do draw the Warden, it just opens up a little bit of strategy for us. Oh my goodness, let's go. This is going to be a fun deck. Galadriel, Elrond, and Glorfindel. What a powerhouse in Middle-earth. Let's go. That's exciting. Alrighty. So starting threat is going to be 14, 13, 27. So let's go ahead and hop our threat up to 27. I can't remember if our scoop counter's at 3 or 4. I think I actually played 3 games last time. So if we count the last loss because I cheated as a loss, then I think we're good at 3. This is our 4th game. And yeah, alrighty. Let's dive in. Stop the war party. Rangers have sighted a large group of orcs making its way towards Breeland. The Dunedain, Aileron has asked you to help him intercept the war party before he can reach the quiet village. The orcs are a day ahead of you and moving fast, but there's hope you can catch them with the Rangers' tracking skill. Put Illyrian into play. I don't know how to pronounce this. Into play. Add 1 orc war party to the staging area. Shuffle this. Each player adds 1 different location to the staging area and shuffle the encounter deck. So let's go ahead and find the orc war party. Orc war party, dislike, cannot have attachments. While he's in the staging area, enemies in the staging area cannot take damage, and the players cannot win while orc party is in play. It's a 3-6-3-6. Gross. Then we have to find a location. Borders of Breeland. Shrouded Hills. X is the number of quest cards in play. While there's only 1 quest card in play against Surge. I feel like I ask this every single time. There are too many Surges when revealed in this game. We'll go Rugged Country. Rugged Country, if the current quest is a side quest, it gets +2 threat. And so if we have a lot of side quests in this deck, and so I think we can probably be okay to clear that before we run into any troubles. You must move swiftly to prevent the orcs from reaching Breeland. Enemies do not make engagement checks. Forced, and this is important. At the end of the refresh phase, raise each player threat by 1 for each enemy in the staging area. The players cannot defeat the stage unless the first player controls Aldrion. The players defeat the stage, they win the game. So after a side step, so our ally here, X is the number of quest cards in play, so it's minimum 1. And then the first player gains control, and after a side quest is revealed from the encounter deck, ready 'em. So. Alrighty. I had so much trouble with this the last time I played it, which was 2 weeks ago because I was at Gen Con last week, and so now if I lose, I have the excuse that I haven't played in a while. How about that? But I'm hoping that this deck does fairly good against it. If anything, it's gonna struggle with damage. So this goes at 30. We will use our beautiful dial from By the Same Token to track that. Y'all can see that, right? The numbers here. Alrighty. We are looking for Villia. That's kind of what we want. It would be great to get a Stargazer as well. 0/0 counter looks good. Thank you, Astari. Yeah, Villia would be awesome to see. I would love to see a Villia and Ninya and a Light of Valinor if I could set my opening hand. But Villia is kind of the The game ramps and the game is different if you see it. Hey, Josh Nelson, it must be about bedtime. He's reading Lord of the Rings as a bedtime story again. Yes, yes, absolutely. I hope that that helps. Happy Friday. Or Saturday or Thursday or Tuesday. I don't know what time it is. You're in Australia, right? Why am I thinking? Is it Australia? No. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay. These are 3 really fun heroes, so I'm pumped. It's Saturday, Australia. Okay, cool. I said it and I was like, wait a second. That may not be right. It's Saturday. Okay, cool. Well, happy weekend. Alrighty, we got a Test of Will turn 1. We got Treebeard. We got Steward of Gondor, where it's actually, we don't want to see this in our hand. Usually we'd be really happy to see Steward of Gondor in our hand. We can't actually play it. We actually do need to cheat it in with Elrond. And so if it is in our hand, we need to figure out how to get it back on the top of our deck, which would be Gildor in this deck. This is starting to look like a mulligan. Mirror Galadriel can help. And there's a Villia. Actually, you know what? It's not a bad hand. It's not a bad hand. We'll keep it. I mean, like, we have Villia. I think we have to keep this at this point. So we'll go ahead and keep it. We'll go ahead and keep it. Hopefully we can grab a Gildor soon so we can drop Steward or see a second copy of Steward and just have this as a dead card in our hand. I'll keep it. Villia can't hurt, right? Until that last card, that was a mulligan for me. So we'll pass out money. Everyone gets 1 resource. I think next game, depending on what the scenario and quest look like, I really want to try Elrond with Gandalf. Because with Gandalf, you play with the top card of your deck face up. And so I may swap a Glorfindel for a Gandalf next game. We draw a card, which is a Light of Valinor. Let's go. Let's go. Use Mirror for Gildor. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's just going to take a long time for us to get up to play Gildor, so I would rather cheat him in if I could. Because he costs 5. Team, this is hype. Okay, let's go 2 here to play a Villia. We roll the dice. We play to win. Cheat in a Booming Ent. So Booming Ent enters play exhausted. We'll go 1 to go Light of Valinor on Glorfindel. So this allows us to not need to exhaust a quest, and I would rather do that than hold on to resources for a Test of Will this first turn. Yeah, sick. Now, getting Ninya would be really good, because we're actually not questing for that much. We're questing for 3, so we will be raising our threat here. We could exhaust Galadriel. Yeah, we'll go ahead and exhaust Galadriel to draw a card and reduce our threat. Elrond's Council is here. We'll probably hang on to that. We don't need to use that this turn. We could quest for 6, which probably will not raise our threat at that point, but I'd rather use it after we travel so we can try and push through this real hard. So we'll go ahead and quest for 3. We don't need to exhaust. And 1 for 4. We're showing 5. Wait, we're going to lose. +3, the Chetwood Forest. 1 player chooses and engages an enemy in the staging area to travel there. So that's 6, 8. We quested for 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Puts us at 30. We'll go ahead and travel here. And that'll be that. Okay, at the end of the round, we're going to raise our threat by 1, +1 for every enemy in the staging area. So that's going to be 32. We will stand up. We will refresh phase, draw a card into the Sylvan Refugee. Let's go. Pass out some money. Let's go ahead and let's use Elrond first. Unexpected Courage. We'll throw that on Elrond. We'll go ahead and ready. We'll use Galadriel to exhaust to draw a card. There's Ninya. Let's go and decrease our threats. Uh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. We'll use one resource from Glorfindel to play Ninja here. Now, once we do see Glorfindel, I forgot just in my math, I forgot that Ninja also gives Gladriel the lore resource. So now it's not going to be too hard to get Gildor into play. There's too many G names. Glorfindel, Gladriel, Gildor. With that being said, do we want to get Mirror onto the table? I think yes. Let's go ahead and use one resource here to play Mirror of Gladriel onto Gladriel. So you attach to Gladriel, exhaust Mirror of Gladriel to search the top 10 cards for a card and add it to your hand. Then I think what we're going to do is we're going to spend one here to play Sylvan Refugee. Does not need to exhaust to quest this round. And then we're going to play Elrond's Council to reduce our threat by 3. 1, 2, 3. And give the Sylvan Refugee +2 or +1 willpower. Now we will use Mirror Gladriel. I just wanted to make sure that we got those out. So we get 10 cards. There's Master of the Forgers is a good pick. Stargazer is a better pick. Master of the Forge. Stargazer. Asphalith is nice. Arwen, we'll probably pass on that. Gandalf 2, 4, 6, 7. Dwarven 8, 9, 10. We'll take Stargazer. Then these shuffle. If we can get a Stargazer in this next turn, we're feeling pretty good about ourselves. Now we have to discard a random card from our hand. We'll re-roll the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Steward. I'm okay with that. We have another Steward in our deck. And at this point, we're going to be able to drop the Stargazer and we'll be able to cheat it in. We weren't going to be able to play this. It's actually less work for us to play the Steward from our deck than it is to play it from our hand because we do have to have Gildor. So, sorry. Steward, be gone. Yes, good call on Mirror of Gladriel. Okay, so let's go ahead and quest. We don't have to exhaust here. So this is 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. So we're questing for 10. We're showing 6. Flip into when revealed to reveal 1 encounter card for each quest card in play. Borders of Breland. While Borders of Breland is in the staging area against force at the beginning of the quest phase, return 1 enemy engaged with the player to the staging area. Oh no! So that's going to be 5, 8. We quested for 10, which only puts 2 here. We need an Asphalith. Asphalith is going to help us a lot. There's no point in us. Yeah, there's no point in us trying to engage because he'll just pop back. We do have a blocker with the Sylvan Refugee, but we can only swing for 5, and we need to swing for 9 in order to take the Orc War Party out. So here we are. Let's hope that we draw into something good, which we now have pretty much full control over once we get our Stargazer. So increase our threat +1, and then we will draw into a Test of Will. Good. We have 3 of those now, which actually makes Mirror of Galadriel a less risky play, which we will do first. We'll play Stargazer first. Then we'll play Mirror of Galadriel. Search the top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we don't want Steward. We don't really want Gildor. I would take a Gandalf. I would take a Sylvan. Maybe, honestly, probably a... sorry, a Sylvan. Let's go with Sylvan. Because all the other ones, I kind of would rather just play from the top of our deck with Arvelia. Sylvan is cheap to play from your hand, exactly. Sorry, yeah. I like the way you think there. Okay. We're gonna discard a random card from our hand. Reroll to 6. 5. Treebeard. Sad. That's fine. Of course, we hang on to the 3 Attest of Wills. Now we're going to use a Stargazer. So we look at the top 5 cards of our deck and then put them back in any order. We got Gandalf, got Boromir, alrighty, got Northern Tracker, Elrond's Council, and a Villia. So I think we're going to sneak in Northern Tracker here just because we're starting to get a little location locked. I want to draw into the Council. We can Villia a Boromir next turn and then draw into Gandalf. We actually will have... No, we're going to use Galadriel with Ninya. And so we don't have a additional card draw in there. So I like that. We're just going to do what I do in Champions and put these face up because I don't have to remember them. We're going to hang on to the resource here. I think we are probably fine to push because we have a +4. We are going to do this though. Northern Tracker does not need to exhaust. So, yeah, I think... So, let's see. We got 3, 6, 7, 9, 10, 14. The other thing to kind of think about here is we can attack with the Booming Ent and Glorfindel if we engage this Orc War Party here. I also do not want 2 Sylvan Refugees in play because I lose both of them as a chump. But I am gonna get... I could get a Gandalf next turn. I could sneak in a Gandalf with a Villia, and if we're engaged with the Orc War Party, we can throw the 4 damage at him, which seems pretty good. Getting another Northern Tracker would be pretty huge. I'm not gonna lie. So we're not gonna play the Sylvan Refugee. We may not quest with the Sylvan Refugee. We may keep it alive so that we can chump with the Sylvan here, and then I can play another Sylvan next turn. But if after a character leaves play, discard Sylvan from play, so I don't want to play this and lose both of them. So we may not be able to push this turn. We'll see. The nice thing about Galadriel's ability, or Ninya's ability, is that we can choose after we see the card. So let's go ahead and go 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We do not have to exhaust, so 1, and we'll place a token on each location in the staging area. So that's 8, and we're showing 8. We do have a test of will to cancel that. I think this is the best long-term play here. So let's go ahead and reveal Agmar Marauder. After it attacks and destroys an ally, return it to the staging area. Okay, so that's +3. Okay, yeah, so we will go ahead and exhaust Galadriel and Ninya to add 4 to, let's say, the Northern Tracker. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're showing 11. We quested for 12, which is enough to clear here. We're actually not going to travel again just because we have the Northern Trackers, which can clear eventually. So we should be fine. But we will go ahead and optionally engage here. We get 1 optional engagement per round. So optionally engage there. And then we will block with the Refugee. We don't have any hasty strokes. No shadow effect, which is something that I just overlooked. Hasty strokes being able to cancel the shadow effect is pretty good. We will go ahead and swing back with Glorfindel and the Booming Ent to deal 2 damage. Okay. The end of the round, we're going to increase our threats. +1 for the enemy in the staging area. We will unexhaust everybody. I am enjoying this deck. This is a fun deck. We'll draw a card. Pass out money. We're going to go ahead and use Stargazer. Mainly, we want to switch this Gandalf with Boromir. We have another Boromir and another refugee. Let's go. Alrighty. We want Gandalf on top. We'll draw into the refugee. We'll stack Boromirs. We just want to bury the Villia. We don't need it. With that, we will go ahead and Villia Unexpected Courage, the Gandalf, and go ahead and throw 4 damage at the war party, which will kill it. And then we have a Gandalf, so we will want to engage here. We'll go ahead and spend a resource from Glorfindel to play Sylvan Refugee, which is our blocker now because we don't have to exhaust a quest. And we know we're about to draw another one, so we want to get rid of it. We might as well just push, right? I mean, the game end is questing for 30, so if we have a time to do it, this would be it. We need to effectively attack for 6. Get Boromir out soon. He almost stays in play. Oh, yeah. I'll get him in play. I was going to cheat him in probably next turn. But I wanted to get rid of the war party, or else it would have just snuck back to the staging area because of this stupid thing. And like that being said, I probably don't want to mirror Galadriel right now because I want to get Boromir. I'll get one Boromir, I'll mirror Galadriel and shuffle the rest back into the deck so we can get kind of a fresh start. Let's go ahead and Elrond's Council for 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's go 2. 1, 2. Nope, don't have to exhaust. 1, 2, 3. 1. We'll add that. 1. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna keep Gandalf around because Gandalf is needed to pair with Glorfindel to take out the Marauder. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we're questing for 10. We're showing 3, 6, 9. No. Sorry, 8. And we got a Rugged Country. The current quest is a side quest. Gets +2 threat. So that's 10. I'm not going to add... I am going to add Galadriel here. I was not going to, but then we know that we're going to draw into a Boromir, and I don't want to draw into a Boromir. So we'll add 4. So that shows us 2, 4, 10. We'll add 4 here. Let's go. Sweet. We'll go ahead and optionally engage here. We're skipping our travel phase just because Northern Tracker can do a lot of that work, and hopefully we can get another one out soon. After he attacks and destroys an ally, returns to the staging area. Alrighty, did not think about that. He's attacking for 3. Let's go ahead and block with the int. So if the int survives, he actually gets stronger. And he should survive. So we got 3. We got 1 damage on the int. Now the int swings for 3 because he gets +1 for each damage int that we control. We'll swing back for 7, which will kill here. Alrighty. Well, that's exciting. We get another Sylvan Refugee. Actually, hold on. Let's do this in order. We'll increase our threat. We have no enemies in the staging area, so we get to unexhaust everybody. Nicely done. All under control. Well, now it's not going to be a starry. Now it's going to be sad. We're going to get rocked somehow. No, this hero lineup is very, very fun to play. Also, I have 3 Test of Wills in my hand. Okay, so we did that. Stood up, increased our threat. We'll draw a card. We'll pass out some money. Then we will Unexpected Courage Villia to get Boromir into play. We will then... Yeah, we'll go ahead and mirror Galadriel to look at the top 10. We got Boromir, Villia, Gandalf. Gandalf is gone, by the way. Steward. We could have snuck into Steward. Arwen. Arwen's a good call. Actually, Master of the Forge. I think I may grab a Master of the Forge because we're still looking for Asphaleth, and we're still looking for Unexpected Courages, and we're still looking for... We're not looking for Steward, but... 2, 4, 6. Treebeard. Greeting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Master. And Elrond's Council. We could take Elrond's Council, but I think I'm going to take Master of the Forge. Shuffle the rest back in. Really, the nice benefit here is that we just get to shuffle and bury Boromir a little bit, ideally. Hopefully see some more Northern Trackers. If we can get a Northern Tracker sneak in, we're going to be feeling pretty good. Now that we've shuffled, we can use our Stargazer to cheat. We got, oh, there it is, Northern Tracker, Galadriel's Greeting, oh my gosh, Elrond's Council, and a Master of the Forge. So we're going to put Elrond's Council on top so that we draw into that. Then we're going to sneak in the Northern Tracker. We'll draw into... We'll probably do something like this. And so... Barry Boromir. Yep. Lurtz sitting there. Yeah, I'm playing Lurtz. Right now, I am Lurtz. That's really funny. But if we draw into the Elrond's Council, we're feeling pretty good. Honestly, like at this point, we are starting to get a good amount of resources, so we don't need to be super careful about not drawing into the high cost cards. We can kind of be fine with drawing into the Northern Tracker, right? Because we've got 2, 4, 6 resources, and we're getting 3. We're paying for 75% of a Northern Tracker every turn, even without Steward. But I'd rather draw into the Galadriels, and we'll Ninja Galadriel this turn. There's no reason for us not to. So let's go ahead and throw Elrond's Council on top. We have a Sylvan Refugee, so we don't want to play another Sylvan Refugee, but we do want to play... We'll go ahead and get a Master of the Forge in. We don't need the Master of the Forge. We're not going to activate the Master of the Forge right now. But if we ever get into a chance where we need another alert action, where we need to bury Boromir, we can use Master of the Forge to do that. We have money for Test of Will. We're feeling pretty good. Take this down to 0. I cheated in Boromir this turn, so 1. Yeah. 1, 2. 1. This clears. We're at 4, right? Yep, 4. 5. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up to 11, and we're showing 4. We got Galadriel on call as well, which we will be using just because, yeah. But might as well just hang out. In reveal, hey, it's another Angmar Marauder. After he attacks and destroys an ally, return it to the staging area. We got Boromir, and we are sitting at 30 threat. We'll engage it next turn. Boromir gets a +2 defense once if we are defending against someone with a higher engagement cost than us. And so I would like to be able to activate that so Boromir can take the hit. Honestly, Boromir can take that hit, and then can we swing back? Yeah, we got 3/6, so that's enough to kill him. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and then basically my thought process there is like I could technically draw into Elrond's Council, play Elrond's Council, reduce our threat by 3, and then have that. But I would rather just add 4. So we go to 15. We're showing 5, 7, so that puts 8. So that takes us to 12. We're not traveling. We will engage here with our optional engagements. Boromir will defend the attack. So 3 to 1. No shadow effect. Boromir takes 2 damage. He has 4 health. He's feeling fine. And we'll swing for 6 to kill. Yeah. Alrighty. So, increase our threat by 1 plus 0. Unexhaust everybody. I like Galadriel. Galadriel is probably my favorite hero in this game so far. I've been really enjoying the way that she plays. Draw on Elrond's council. Pass out some money. Sneak this Northern Tracker into play. Does not need to exhaust to quest this turn. And so we'll clear both of these, actually, now that we have 2. And so we're wide open to push real hard, which actually we may throw another Sylvan Refugee out there. We might as well, right? Like, let's just go. Let's throw another Sylvan. If we have a chance to push, let's push. We'll play Elrond's Council. Reduce our threat by 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll give someone +1. We'll give that to this Northern Tracker. Let's go ahead and mirror Galadriel here. Yeah. So 3, 6, 9, 10. So we got Treebeard, Dwarven Tomb, Ninya, Villia, Arwen is probably our... Oh, Killy. Let's grab a Killy. We'll grab Killy. Hopefully get rid of one of those Test of Wills. We don't need... Ideally, we don't need 3 of them. Okay. 25% chance. Reroll the 5. Reroll the 6. Reroll the 5. 1, 2, 3. Haha, Test of Will. Let's go. Sweet. Now we got 1, 3 to play Killy. When Killy enters play, we can go find Philly and put him into play. Now we don't have to exhaust for them to quest either. Not bad. Not bad. Good catch. Good call on the Killy Philly. Sorry, I like it. I like it a lot. Alrighty. I think we just try and quest all out here. Because if we can push, we're good. So this is 2. No exhaust. That clears this. Places 1 here. Quest for 1, which will clear here. 1, 1, 1, 2. Not exhausting. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. So we're sitting at 16. We need more than that, but it's good. It's good. We'll go 1. Oh, we also have Galadriel, so maybe we'll flip into Orc Rearguard. No more than 3 progress tokens can be placed on the current quest each round. That's very sad. While Orc Rearguard is the current quest, it gains force at the end of the staging step. Reveal 1 card from the encounter deck. So we only place 3. Up to 16. 50% of the time, I think of stuff, it works 100% of the time. Yeah, right? Okay, well, cool. All right, let's stand up. Increase our threat by 1. Oh, actually, we'll Galadriel here. Reduce our threat by 1. Draw into Master the Forge. And then we'll stand up. We'll do that in the combat phase. So we'll take care of this side quest. It's like we could not do the side quest if we wanted to. We will have Stargazered before. Got Villia, Ninya, Northern Tracker, Steward. Oh, geez, and Asphalith. Let's draw into Asphalith. We'll cheat in a Northern Tracker. We'll draw into one of these, and then we'll probably cheat into Steward. So we'll draw into Asphalith. Okay. So cool. Pass out money. It's just a delay. Just a delay. Let's go ahead and cheat. Northern Tracker. We'll go ahead and spend 2 here to play Asphalith on Glorfindel. We could Miracle. There's not really... I think we're just going to hang out and... So we'll go 2. So this is the... We're questing on the Orc Rearguard. So while Orc Rearguard is the current quest against Force, at the end of the staging step, reveal 1 card from the encounter deck. So we're revealing 2 cards. We're questing for 2. This doesn't need to exhaust a quest for 1. We'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're questing for 7. 1, 2, 3. For Glorfindel, 10 is probably enough. I don't see any reason to quest for more. We can take care of a lot of enemies if they pop out. But we also have Galadriel to throw 4 at it if we need it. So we got 2. While Borders of Breland is in the staging area, gains force at the beginning of each quest phase. Return 1 enemy engaged with the player to the staging area. And Shrouded Hills. X is the number of quest cards in play, where X, while there's only 1 quest card in play, it gains Surge. So we got 2, 4. We quested for a ton. We get rid of that. We will not... we're not going to travel. We will go ahead and Asphalith here. And stand up. Increase our threat, +0. Now we'll quest really hard. Draw into Villia. We don't even really need Steward at this point. We don't. Steward is overkill. But now thematically, Elrond is doing such a good job with these orcs that he has become the steward of Gondor as well as Rivendell. I guess he's not the steward of... Yeah. Pass out money. We'll have fun. Let's go Mirror Galadriel. Gildor. Hey, buddy. Warden. Stargazer. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll take Gandalf. No, we'll take a Galadriel's Greeting. Shuffle this up. Then discard a random card from our hand. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ninya, let's go. Nice. Just drops Ninya into the Mirror Galadriel. Little Stargazer. Check the top 5. Hey, there's Steward back. Warden of Healing. Stargazer. Arwen. And a Treebeard. Might as well sneak Treebeard in there, right? Treebeard. Arwen. Steward. We'll draw into the Stargazer because this... No, we'll draw into... we'll do that. Got 2 of these for a Treebeard who enters play exhausted. We'll go Asphalith to throw 2 here. And let's count this up again. Got 1, 1, 1, 1, which clears both of these. So requesting to a clean staging area. Got 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 16. We got +4. We'll throw Boromir at him as well. Reveal a Agmar Orc. Either discard 1 ally from play or reveal an additional encounter card. We'll toss the Booming Ents. So we're questing for 15. You know what? We're going to Galadriel this. Just add to the victory. Clear staging area. Unheard of, right? So I talked with Caleb at Gen Con, and he said that he watched my previous play of this, and he said he just felt so bad because I just kept drawing into enemies on one of those first plays, and I just had no remorse from the enemies, and they just like kept attacking. He's like, oh, that sucks. So I thought that was funny. But yeah, cool. There is that game. Finally, we did it. We did it. Sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think I want to keep a very similar deck. I actually haven't seen what the next game looks like, or what the next scenario looks like. But I think this deck is pretty well rounded enough to take care of it. So we may tweak it. I think I probably want to swap out Galadriel or Glorfindel for Gandalf. I just think that would be kind of fun to mess around with. But I'm gonna go to the be right back screen. I'm gonna go find some water, and I'll clean up a little bit. We'll hop into this next game. Alrighty, I'll see you soon.